If you don't know about the AWS Solutions Library or reference it often as part of your certification study or as part of an on-the-job resource, you're missing out. This video is a lesson pulled from my upcoming Solutions Architect Associate course, where I have a whole section just dedicated to introducing a ton of important AWS documentation and different resources for both AWS certification study and critical on-the-job references. This one here is a quick intro to the AWS Solutions Library, so let's get started. Hey everyone, in this lesson we'll continue looking at our AWS resources available to us as we start studying for the AWS exams and actually how to use these resources as important on-the-job tools that we can reference to ensure we have accurate information and potentially save a lot of time by not having to reinvent the wheel each time. As you can imagine, AWS has millions of customers building awesome things on AWS every day. Along with that, AWS has a number of professional services teams that work with customers and partners, coming up with optimal solutions to meet a bunch of different requirements. Often these designs and solutions are applicable to a large number of customers that need the exact same or similar solutions. Now imagine as a AWS customer or a student trying to learn AWS here, that we'd have a full library of all these popular solution designs just at our fingertips to reference. Designs that have been reviewed by AWS experts to ensure they're incorporating all the best practices in them. Then if you need to build a cloud infrastructure or a solution from scratch for some particular use case, wouldn't it be great if we had a library like this available that we could reference? You could essentially pull a solution design off the shelf and either reuse that proven design pattern as is, or have it as a reference to kind of build upon and tweak for your particular needs. Well, this type of AWS reference design library does actually exist, and it's called the AWS Solutions Library. Again, this is sort of like a treasure trove of vetted solutions and architectural guidance. So I wanted to be sure you're aware of it and provide some examples of how to search for stuff within the library and help use this info to prepare for the exam and use it for practical on-the-job applications. So this is the AWS Solutions Library. Now be sure to bookmark this one and refer to it often as you progress through the course. Now this AWS Solutions Library is a curated collection of solutions crafted by AWS and its partners to address a variety of different industry and technology use cases. It provides you with a ready-to-deploy solution that encompasses all the needed AWS services, the code, and configurations to make it work. It makes these sort of reference designs a bit of a go-to resource for off-the-shelf deployments or kind of base architectures you can build on. Now, prepping for an AWS exam certainly isn't tied to this AWS Solutions Library in any way, but becoming familiar with these real-world AWS solutions and architectures can really deepen your understanding and practical knowledge, which is really crucial for exam success. The AWS exams, and especially the AWS Solutions Architect track exams, focus heavily on designing secure, resilient, high-performing, and cost-optimized architectures. And these themes are recurrent in all the solutions provided in the AWS Solutions Library. Now, when on the job in a more practical setting, time is often of the essence, and having a library of vetted solutions like this at our fingertips can really significantly expedite project timelines by using these kind of reference architectures as a base for us to build on. So the AWS Solutions Library here really offers us the prescriptive architectural diagrams to guide the design process. It gives us sample code to speed up the development phase, and the technical content that provides the insights into all the best practices and different operational areas built into these solution designs. Now, I suggest taking some time after the lesson here to explore the AWS Solutions Library and get a feel for some of the solutions available within it. No matter what kind of solution you're looking for, the AWS Solutions Library has a wide variety of different solutions available, all kind of tailored to meet diverse business and different technical requirements. Now, to navigate the AWS Solutions Library, we get a menu bar up at the top here that groups the AWS solutions into a lot of different categories. We have groupings by industry, technology, and some stuff focused on small business and public sector in this organizational type category here. This menu bar type of navigation is one option, but if we actually scroll down lower here on this landing page, we get an even easier way to navigate around the same sort of categories and groupings of these different solutions. We also get the ability to search with any keywords if you're looking for something particular, or just use these filters here on the left to help find and isolate the possible AWS solutions that may be helpful for you. So really, that's about it here for this quick overview. The AWS Solutions Library, in summary, is really just a repository for pre-built AWS solutions. But if you're studying for the AWS exams, you can use these reference designs to really develop a better and deeper understanding of different AWS architectures and learn how the different best practices were incorporated in them and how to combine these various AWS services into working solutions and really use that to solve specific business problems. All this stuff is really essential for exam preparation and, of course, practical on-the-job applications. Again, dive into the library here, explore a bunch of the different solutions. And be sure to bookmark this, as it's really an amazing resource for reference AWS designs for you, which can provide a lot of practical examples of how to leverage different AWS services into working designs. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next lesson. All right, thanks for checking out the lesson here. I'm always looking for feedback, so please let me know in the comments if you found the video helpful. If you did, give it a like, and if not, let me know in the comments what could be improved. I'm always messing around with different things, and lately I've been trying different mics and audio stuff, so I'm especially curious if all that sounds good in the videos here. Anyways, as I mentioned earlier, this was a lesson pulled from the Solutions Architect Associate course that I'm slowly working on. I'll be uploading a lot more videos and lessons from that course in the future here. So if you found the video helpful, or just want to stay up to date on upcoming courses and other cloud and DevOps stuff, subscribe and stay in the loop, and I'll see you in the next videos.